Hey guys, happy Friday, it's Ken. Greetings to you from my street. I wonder how many videos I've taken begin with me standing here on my street looking that way while you're looking that way. Interesting to find out. I have 802. This is my 802nd video. It's pretty cool, I like that. I'm finally into the 800s, trying to make it all the way to 1,000. We'll see how far it goes, but I could not let this beautiful, peaceful night go without showing you guys. Again, another shot of my street. Nothing new and exciting, but nonetheless, we're together. Something I was thinking about today while driving home. I did some cleaning of my car. I cleaned out my car, took all my CDs out, and didn't replace them. So I was stuck listening to the FM radio. I no longer subscribe to Sirius XM anymore because they took away some wonderful channels that I used to enjoy listening to. So once they got rid of those, I'm like, okay, I'm not going to pay for this service. I'm not going to listen to it anyway. So that being said, I also don't have a working computer any longer. So I had no way of downloading the podcasts and things I would normally do on my iPod. So, hold on a second. So, I forgot where I was. I had no computer that works, I have no XM radio, and I had no CDs in my car at the time, so I was stuck listening to FM radio here in Orlando, Florida, which isn't bad. We have some selections, but there were two stations I was bouncing back and forth between the news channel and the rock channel and the classic rock channel. I grew up on a lot of classic rock, and I love it, so I listened to that channel a lot. But then I tune into the new rock station, because sometimes they play some pretty decent music. I'm not big into the new rock stuff, but some of it's okay. So, because there's nothing else to listen to, and you're stuck in the car, and they're playing the music, you don't have any choice. You just have to listen to it or turn it off. So, an interesting thing kind of spurred my imagination. A lot of those songs I hadn't heard in a very, very long time. I used to be a manager for a music land in the Fashion Square Mall, and I worked over at Rosie O'Grady's area, Church Street Station, and then at Florida Mall. So, worked for Musicland for many years, right after high school. And so many of those bands, even though they were bands maybe I didn't care for, I didn't like, for example, Guns N' Roses, who I can't stand, they played a Guns N' Roses song. And that song brought me back to my days of working at Musicland. And began thinking about songs that bring me back there. I think music has that amazing ability to kind of transport you to another time and another place. I remember laying on the floor of my living room in Michigan as a kid, listening to Elton John records and Steely Dan records with my father, Billy Joel, those kind of guys. You know, whenever I think of a Greek song, I think of my grandmother hanging out with her at the Greek festivals. When I think of Harry Connick Jr., you know, our first dance, Bridget and I got married, our first dance was to that guy right there. My father has so many great songs that he loved and that were a part of what he was, what he liked. So those songs perk up, come on the radio or come on at a restaurant, and I think of him, and I like that. It kind of brings me back to a time and a place. A friend of mine recently tragically lost a family member in an accident, very unexpectedly, and she made a comment that a song came on the radio, and when that song came on, that was his favorite song, her brother's favorite song, and it just made everything all right. They're still mourning the death of this person, of this guy, and they're still thinking about him. And it's almost like he's right there with you, right? With his arm around you or whispering in your ear, I'm still here. And it's kind of cool that decades later, people can still live on in our imaginations. The sun is setting very quickly. Check that out. Gosh, I don't need these sunglasses anymore, do I? But I came out here just because I wanted to show you guys my street, my quiet street. So tomorrow I'm planning on working pretty much all day on that massive fish. I'm trying to get that fish painted. And then I'll hopefully show you guys part 3 of my fish. If you watched yesterday and the day before, I'm doing this zombie fish in celebration of The Walking Dead. And I might do an extra zombie piece too, just for the fun of it, to share with you guys. We'll see. So, I appreciate you guys watching and tuning in. Any comments you have, leave them down below. Anytime when a song has sparked your imagination or brought you back to a time and place for a loved one or an activity, let me know. I'd love to hear what you have to say. I'm going to step out of the road because I'm afraid this car right here. Oh, it's a big truck. So, see you guys tomorrow. Thanks for watching. Bye.